Welcome in, everybody. This is game number 2 of our doubleheader. Lady Cougs winning the first game 8-1. Give me a second here, and I'm going to write down the lineup for Bethel. So in the circle for your Lady Cougars, it's a sophomore, Aries Petty, with a 5.40 ERA, 4-8 record on the season. She's appeared in 17 games, 68.2 innings pitched under her belt. She's given up 89 hits, 59 runs, 53 earned, 34 walks, 50 strikeouts. Opposing hitters batting .306 against Aries. Leading it off, it's going to be the freshman, Quinn Slatman. Quinn, who had a home run there in game number 1. Only run of the game for Bethel. First pitch is the ball. Again, Slatman was 1 for 3 with a run, an RBI, and a walk in game number 1. Up in this count, 2-0. On deck will be Haley Stinson. Shelby Pros. Maribel Castro. Counts evened up at 2 apiece now for the sophomore Petty. Some of the Lady Cougars wearing the sweatshirts. Actually, all of them wearing a sweatshirt except for Pryor and Morrow out in right field. This will be a leadoff single for the freshman, Quinn Slatman. That'll bring up Haley Stinson, the designated player. So leadoff batter aboard, that was Slatman. Stinson was 1 for 2 in game number 1. 2-0 is your count. Slatman's off. Will take second base. 2-1's your count. Lazy fly ball into center. Caught by Meyer. There's going to be no tag up on the play. Not going to test the cannon of Lizzie Meyer out in center field. So that brings up number 6, Shelby Prose. Pretty much this whole lineup, freshmen and sophomores, for Coach Scott Reese. Lady Cougars starting 4 seniors, and Lizzie Meyer, Bree Pryor, Ashley Morrow, and Maddie Schwartz. Maddie's actually a junior, but this is going to be her last season. Super smart, graduating early. 2-0's the count. Pros entering today with the team's best batting average at .354. 35 hits, 19 runs scored, 99 at-bats with 3 home runs and 12 RBI. 2-1 now your count after the swing and a miss. Pros 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in game number 1. Bethel as a team had 5 hits. St. Francis 10 hits. 2-2's your count. Aries Petty wears number 1, the sophomore from Bluffton, Indiana. Bluffton High School, stands 5'9". Ball hit into left. Schwartz is on it for out number 2. I don't even hear the rain hitting the top of the dugout. It's really starting to die down. That's going to bring up the number 4 batter, Maribel Castro. Number 10. Castro 0 for 3 in game number 1. Runner takes third on the pass ball. Aries has a hand towel in her back pocket, dealing with the rain. A little chilly too. Temperatures at 59 or 49 degrees. Wind blowing out straight center. Not very hard. Looks like about 3 miles an hour. Yes, I'm an expert at looking at flags and judging what the speed of the wind is. 1-1's your count. If we want to get official with it, says the wind's at 7 miles an hour. 1-2's your count. So there goes my expert status, off 4 mile an hour. So, yeah, with 2 strikes, bunt foul, you're gone. We head to the bottom of the first. Still scoreless here at Westendorf Field.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Craw.
Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores!
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Welcome back here, everybody. In the bottom of the first inning, leading off is going to be Brianna Pryor. Pryor 1 for 4 with 2 RBI and a strikeout. Game number 1. Had the big 2 RBI single. Pryor's been winning a lot throughout her career. The Lady Cougar hits queen. Now with 237. Lizzie Meyer, who was 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. Lizzie now has 223 career hits.
We can try it.
2-1 your count with 0 outs to Brianna Pryor here in game number 2. Lady Cougars taking game number 1. 8-1. St. Francis currently has won 3 in a row. For Bethel, it's going to be fouled out of play. For Bethel, that's their 5th straight loss. Last win came on April the 20th against Goshen. That was at Bethel. Lady Pilots took game number 2 5-4 against the Maple Leafs. Goshen, one of the top hitting teams in the Crossroads League. Ball ripped right at second. Pryor hitting it hard for out number 1. Goshen ranks number 5 in the Crossroads League with a .316 batting average. I'm going to bring up the plate the freshman Reagan Pepler. Reagan had 2 at-bats in game number 1, 0 for 2 with an RBI and a strikeout. 0-1 your count. Pepler stands 5'7" out of Angola, Indiana. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. Once again, Brooke Stoltz in the circle for Bethel. She pitched 4 innings in game number 1. Popped out to the second baseman. That's Morgan Bales at second. Stoltz had 4 innings pitched, 87 pitches, 7 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 2 strikeouts. Once again, Lizzie Meyer was 1 for 3. Also had the walk and the run scored. 1-0 is your count. Right back at Stoltz for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the second inning. Bethel coming to the plate.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today. Welcome back to West Indoor Field. Leading off will be Marie Younger. First pitch is strike to Younger. She was 1 for 3 in game number 1. Aries Petty was your starter in game number 2 yesterday against Huntington. That's Taylor Tucker making the grab in foul territory for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for Aries. Going to bring up Hannah Darling, the catcher. Darling 1 for 3. In game number 1. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Hannah is a sophomore from Hebron, Kentucky. Never been there. Not that I know of. Foul ball. Looks like the camera's holding up pretty good here with the light rain. Boy, with this rain, it really emphasizes there in the grass where the tarp usually covers the field. Goes from the light green to the dark green into the outfield. Foul ball hit right towards the boom mic. 0-2's your count. Umpires, they weren't so sure we should start game number 2, but doesn't seem so bad. Coach Bolin knows his field, that's for sure. He spends so many hours out here taking care of it. It's like, what would he do if we had artificial turf? I mean, half of his time is probably spent on the field. Maybe not half. Probably spends more time recruiting than anything else. 0-2's your count to Darling. That's out of play. Bethel's helmets are like the old St. Francis helmets that coach is phasing out. The white and blue. Abby Mosier behind the dish. Aries Petty in the circle. Swing and a miss for Petty, her first strikeout of the game here in out number 2. Yes, it was. That'll bring the plate Morgan Bales. Second baseman, down in this count 0-1. Bales 0 for 1 with a strikeout in game number 1. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. Petty yesterday pitched 7 innings, 102 pitches. Only gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, only 4 were earned, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. That was Aries Petty in game number 2 yesterday. A 9-8 win in extra innings for St. Francis. Petty actually left the game and then came back in. I think it was Caitlin Augsburger that ended up finishing it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch upstairs. Tucker's going to call it for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Lady Cougars still looking for their first hit here at Westendorf Field.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today. Leading it off here for the Lady Cougars, that's Taylor Tucker. Take that first pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Tucker in game number 1, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Not a bad day at the plate. Also made a great diving grab at third base. 0-2 your count to the sophomore third baseman, Tucker. That's a foul ball. Taylor had to reach for that one. Low and outside in the zone. Count remains at 0-2. She did not want to chance it. Taylor's got that slightly open stance. Kind of like Frere. Frere's a little bit more upright and stance a little bit more open. Taylor, nice shot in the left center. For Tucker, that's going to be her third hit on the day, and for the Lady Cougars, their first hit in this game. Brings to the plate, Jade Mollenkoff. Jade 0 for 2 with a run scored in game number 1. Jade entering today with a .297 batting average. Tucker is going to take third. Catcher could not find the ball as it was at her foot the whole time. We'll call that 2 stolen bases. Zero outs now. Tucker's at third. Taylor's looking to score her third run of the day. That's a productive day for you. Good eye by Mollenkoff. That's high and outside. 1-1 your count. The assistant coaches for Bethel, Ingrid Reese, Bess Fletcher, and Maddie Smith. And that's going to do it, I think, for Brooke Stoltz. Stoltz, once again, in game number 1, 87 pitches, 4 innings pitched. The new pitcher will be number 19, Haley Stinson. Some coaches, it's pretty common to pitch a pitcher in game 1 and game 2. For Coach Bolin, he really does not ever do that. Only in desperate situations. So how about Haley Stinson? She wears number 19, a sophomore from Preble, Indiana, Adams Central High School.
Thank you. Get that, Hubble.
Stinson with a .290 batting average. She was our number 2 hitter, the designated player, coming in to pitch. She has a 7.82 ERA, 2-14 record on the season. Her 14 losses ranks her number 19 in the country in losses. She's appeared in 23 games with 74.1 innings pitched under her belt. She's given up 137 hits, 97 runs, 83 of those earned, 18 walks, 17 strikeouts. Opposing batters are hitting .383 against Haley Stinson. First pitch to Mollenkoff in the dirt. Mollenkoff. Jade stands 5'9". The righty. 2-2's your count with 0 outs. Taylor Tucker on third base. Long cough right back at third. For out number 1, Taylor Tucker stranded at third on the great play by Shelby Prose. Brings up Ashley Morrow, right fielder. Ashley in game number 1. 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. So she too, a productive day at the office. 0-1's your count. Cougar baseball team taking on Taylor over here at Cougar Field, right behind us. Last I checked, they were down 2-1. Playing without 2 of their top hitters in Noah Frymuth, who suffered a concussion, out for the season, and Harold Wolf, both juniors. Morrow goes down looking for out number 2. She was not a fan of that pitch. Taylor Tucker just 60 feet away on third. Your batter is Cassidy Ferrer. Cassidy 2 for 2 with a run and 2 RBI. In game number 1, I think you can give Cassidy the MVP there in game number 1. 0-1's your count. Off-speed pitch gets her there, down the count 0-2. Yeah, Frere goes opposite field to knock in Taylor for the first run of the game, an RBI single by Cassidy Ferrer. Lady Cougs up 1-0. That's how you do it right there. She went with that pitch, took it opposite field. She does not normally do that, but nice piece of hitting by Cassidy Ferrer. That'll bring up Abby Mosier. Abby must be wearing an older sweatshirt. She doesn't have the blue number on the back. Plus her number is really small. First pitch is a ball. Ferrer on the 0-2 takes it opposite field to knock in Taylor Tucker. Good piece of hitting. I mean, that rain, the rain is virtually stopped. Coach Bullen would be kicking himself right now if he had called this game. Like I said, some people were urging him to do so, but nobody knows the field. Coach Bullen told me this field can take a lot more rain with all the dry dirt he's got on top of there. Mosier, get out. Oh, it's off the top of the fence. Third baseman Megan Riley nearly came up with it off the top of the fence, but I don't know if they'd count that as an out or not. If it hits off the top of the fence and then the fielder catches it, is that considered a foul ball or is it considered an out? Mosier, get out. That one does.
You got it, babe. Keep working, Mosier.
Abby still down this count 1-2. Mosier in game number 1 was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Went down to get this one into shallow left field. can of corn for Younger for out number 3. Lady Cougars take the lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the third.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
The chapel project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
Here in the top of the third, leading off will be the number 8 batter, Megan Riley. Marilyn Showalter, and then the top of the order, Quinn Slapman. Other action going on in the Crossroads League. It's Marion at Huntington, advantage to Marion. MVNU at Taylor, advantage to Taylor, but that will be a good matchup there. Goshen at Grace, advantage to Goshen with their big hitters. And Indiana Wesleyan at Spring Arbor, advantage to Indiana Wesleyan. Megan Riley coming up to the plate was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch is a ball in that game number 1. Marion ranked number 2 in the country. Science and Arts out of Oklahoma is ranked number 1. Science and Arts has a 49-0 record, Marion at 40-0. St. Francis Lady Cougars have played 50 games. So St. Francis right up there with the top teams in the country with games played. What else can you ask for playing collegiate softball? Getting opportunities to display your talent. Coach Bolin handling business out there, keeping a dry towel and trying to keep these balls clean and dry. Counts evened up at 2 apiece. Petty already with 1 strikeout in this game. Aries Petty, if you had to guess, hey, what's Aries' season high in strikeouts? Okay, I'm going to guess it's 9 in game 1 of the season. Nope, it was 8 in game number 1 of the season against Cincinnati Christian. So I was way off. 3-2's your count. Swing and a miss. Petty with her 2nd strikeout of the game. I'll bring up Marilyn Showalter. She was 0 for 2 with a strikeout in game number 1. Petty gets up early, 0-1. Fastball gets her swinging. Good stop by Mosier behind the plate. 1-2 now your count. That ball bounced right before the plate. Petty the 1-2. Upstairs, we're evened up at 2 apiece. Big swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Aries Petty in the top of the third. She now has 3 in this game. That'll bring up the leadoff batter, Quinn Slatman, who had a single back in the first. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 is your count. Taylor currently beating St. Francis 5-1 over at Cougar Field. Brady Harris is 2 for 3 in that game. Good job at the plate by Brady. 2-0 is your count. .30 count now to Quinn Slatman. Quinn entering today a .336 batting average, which is second best on the team. If you had a all newcomers team in softball, I think she'd be on there. With 2 outs, Slatman draws the walk. That'll bring up Haley Stinson, who's now the pitcher. 1 for 2 in game number 1. Popped out to center field back in the first. Now Brianna Pryor has put the sweatshirt on. Ashley Morrow is the only Lady Cougar without a sweatshirt on. For Bethel, though, their first Slatman and Stinson not wearing a jacket. One your count. Slatman was off on the hit and run. It goes right to Meyer for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Lady Cougs up 1-0, looking to add to that lead.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today. Leading off for your Lady Cougars, Maddie Schwartz. Schwartz was 2 for 3 with 2 runs and an RBI in game number 1. So it's either Cassidy Ferrer or Maddie Schwartz, the MVP of game number 1. You can go either way with it. First ball's in the dirt. Maddie's batting average heading into the Crossroads League, she might get it up to 270, maybe 280. Remember, just 2 weeks ago, she was sitting there about 200. since April the 12th. Maddie's only gone hitless in 4 games.
No! Okay!
That's out of 15 games. So she's hitting 11 out of the last 15. One hop chop over to third. Route number 1. That'll bring the plate Brianna Pryor. Brianna grounded out to the second baseman in her first at-bat. The leadoff batter. 1 for 4 with 2 RBI in game number 1. She'll check that ball outside in the dirt. 1-0's your count. Another good eye. That one just catches the outside. Pryor does not like to swing at those first strikes. 2-1 now. Pryor's been first team All Crossroads League every single year of her career. Lizzie Myers looking for her first All Crossroads League first team selection. She was honorable mention last year. Pryor on the 3-1 draws the walk. Here in the bottom of the third, 1 out for Reagan Pepler. Reagan getting her opportunity here. 3 freshmen, Mariah Nicholson and Elandra Schaefer. Runner is off. That's Pryor. Good job of grabbing the base. Her momentum looked like it was going to take her off second. For Bree, that's her 3rd stolen base in this doubleheader. Remember, entering today, she ranked number 8 in the country. She now has 42 stolen bases. That ranking could be going up as well. Ball in the dirt. Pryor takes third on the wild pitch. Pepler takes the strike.
Okay, let's go. That was a strike, but Reagan didn't like it. That was a strike, but Reagan didn't like it.
2-2 now your count. So looking at NAIA career, or not career, but season stolen bases, Pryor now with 43. That would put her in the 4th position. Brianna Glass from Indiana Tech has 75. As Bethel doubles up the Lady Cougs to end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Lady Cougars still up, 1-0.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
The Chapel project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
So in the top of the fourth, Shelby Pros, Maribel Castro, and Younger come to the plate. Marie Younger. Pros 1 for 3, 2 Ks in game one. Popped out to the left fielder, Maddie Schwartz, in her first at-bat. Takes that first pitch for ball one. Popped up to Frere for out number one. That'll bring to the plate Maribel Castro. Bunt attempt goes foul. 0-1's your count. Aries Petty, 50 pitches under her belt, has only given up one hit, has 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Oh, 1's your count. Big cut, swing and a miss. Stinson now has 2 innings under her belt. Oh, 2's the count. Ball hit into right center field. That'll roll to the fence. 1 out double for Castro, the right fielder. That'll bring up Marie Younger. Mari, actually. Mari Younger. Stolen base for Castro. Castro, that's your 4th stolen base of the season. 1-0 is your count. Nice stop by Mosier with the ball in the dirt. 2-0 count. Rain's starting to pick up a little bit. Tucker's got some information there for Mosier. Slap foul, 2-1's your count. Ball slapped right into the glove of Pryor, looking for 2. They'll get her doubled up. For out number 3. Head to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0, St. Francis.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today. So leading it off for St. Francis will be Lizzie Meyer. Lined out to the pitcher in her first at-bat. 1 for 4 on the day, looking to extend her hit streak to 8 games. Got a hit in game number 1. That was her 7th straight game with a hit. Like I said, that batting average now over 400 at 404. 0-1 your count.
There you go.
Haley Stinson pitch fell about 10 feet in front of the plate. She's got a pretty smooth delivery. Looks like she took a little off that last pitch. Pitch upstairs, and that's going to fall. That'll be extra bases for Lizzie Meyer here with a leadoff double in the bottom of the 4th. That'll extend her hitting streak to 8 games.
She's in love with who I am. Back in high school,
I wonder what her previous long was.
Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did have a Zen, 13 hours till I land, had me out like a light.
She had a 9-game hit streak from April the 8th to April the 16th when she didn't get a hit in game number 2 against Wesleyan. Had a 9-game hit streak from March the 8th to March the 19th. So she's put together a few streaks. 1-0 is your count for Taylor Tucker. One your count after the foul ball. Taylor Tucker with the season-high 5-game hit streak. And that's going to be, boy, that was thrown right to the glove. Coming home to score is going to be Lizzie Meyer on the RBI by Taylor Tucker. Cougs up 2-0. Brings up Jade Mollenkoff. Grounded to the third baseman in her first at-bat. Down in this count 0-1 with 1 out. 0 outs, excuse me. Jade rips that ball all the way to the fence. Tucker now to third. They'll hold her up on the double by Jade Mollenkoff. We have runners at second and third with 0 outs.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Brings up Ashley Morrow, who struck out looking in her last AB. Well, go to the official scoring on Taylor Tucker, and they're going to call an error on that one. Error on the E4, so it was on the catch. Counts evened up at one apiece tomorrow. Checked the weather about 10 a.m. and it said the rain wouldn't get here till about 3:30. Well, got here a little bit earlier. But still playable. 1-2 now your count. Morrow, that'll bring home Taylor Tucker. A little bit of small ball action. Cougs up 3-0. Standing on third base now is Mollenkopf for Cassidy Ferrer. Had a single, ripped the ball in her. She's been hitting the ball well today. Has Cassidy down in this count, 0-1. Cassidy now 3 for 3 on the day with a run and 2 RBI. That ball could be. Is it? Get over. It's, falls at the bottom of the fence. Mollenkopf going to come home to score on the RBI double by Cassidy Ferrer. Lady Cougars' 4th hit of the game. Like I said, Cassidy has been hitting the ball hard today. That one missed home run by about 2 feet. Mosier out to right center field. They're going to keep Ferrer at second. Out number 2. That'll bring the plate Maddie Schwartz. First pitch, ball to Schwartz. Maddie is 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI in this doubleheader. Ball in the dirt. Ferrer takes third. 2-0's the count. So the umpire is going to call this game here. Says we're done. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody wants to quit playing, but that'll do it. Only need 5 innings for a complete game. But the umpires had enough. 4-0, not 100% sure how this goes down. Folks, thanks for joining us here on this senior day. Lady Cougars, heck of a day here at Westendorf Field, wrapping up the regular season. Aries Petty with the 1-hitter. Excuse me, it was 2 hits and air for Bethel. So folks, once again, thanks for joining us. And that'll do it for this year. Another great season by the Lady Cougars. Have a wonderful rest of the week.